Hello everyone, it is September 11th, 2024, a somber anniversary for us in the United States. Hope you're all well. I just have a couple of small updates today as I continue to convalesce from my surgery, which I'm doing fine, thank you. I had two goals today, one of which is to replace this master switch right here for the left rear window because the other one went bad. So I ordered one from Lincoln Land. Theirs don't come with plugs, so you have to reuse your old plug. So I'll take care of that. The other thing I'm going to do is test this extra cruise control actuator thing that I got. I bought a complete unit set from someone on Facebook about a month ago or so, um, and take it for a test drive, see how she does. And I also got some really nice parts as I continue to accumulate some things for either another car, hopefully a convertible someday again, or maybe just nicer parts for this car. I'll show you those parts here in a minute. Just a short clip here to demonstrate what I'm doing with my new switch that I got from Lincoln Lamb. It's actually the same design switch as the ones I got from John Brewer. However, they modified them. They took out that little connecting strip right there in the middle, which caused problems on this switch, which is the right front window switch, right vent switch master. This is the master setup. So that eliminated any possible issues with that. So now I only have one original switch left, and it still works, so I'm not touching that. I've had this switch rebuilt by Felix LaFour. These three with the little strips on them came from John Brewer. I had another one from John Brewer, but it kept malfunctioning, so I bought an NOS one on eBay recently, so that's actually an NOS switch. Um, so I put all, you can see what I had to do here. The Lincoln Land ones don't come with a plug, so you have to reuse your original plug. So I just use my special little solder connector things here and put that together, and I tested it, and it works great. So I'm just reassembling this right now. All right, I can't sit still, even though I'm still recovering. So I have this used switch here that I bought as part of a complete cruise control setup, and I just finished soldering the ends together. So now I have a plug. So I'm not going to take this one off. I'm just going to leave this one hanging down and get under the dash. I should be able to see the plug without too much trouble. Plug this in and then go for a test drive and see if it acts any differently than this one does. If it acts exactly the same, that to me would point to the cruise control servo. What I'm talking about is this is a two-position switch. The first position is supposed to accelerate, and when you press it in all the way, it's just supposed to coast. This one, the one that's on the car right now, doesn't change behavior when you push it in all the way. It continues to accelerate. So I'm going to see if this one acts any different or not. Just some troubleshooting. I'm also going to take the car to the car wash and wash it by hand. Even though I've still got this thing on my foot, it won't hurt it to get wet. I'll just take it off when I'm done. Then I can take it out for a drive. I mean, you can't drive a dirty car like this, right? All right, I'm out here on a test drive now. Got my other cruise control switch plugged in now. Just washed my car at the car wash. Did it by hand, of course. So now I'm just driving a little bit here, getting this thing up to speed. We'll see how that switch does. All right, getting ready for the first test. You can see the jewel light is on the unit. I'm just going to get up to about 55 here. Then I'm going to grab this switch, make sure it activates it. Okay, I just clicked it. It looks like the unit is engaged. I see the cruise light on. It is holding. Now I'm going to hold it just at the first détente and see if it accelerates. Okay, I'm holding it at the first détente. Man, it doesn't seem to be accelerating. That's interesting. Okay. So I guess this switch is no better than the one I already had in the car. It's not losing speed, but it's not accelerating, at least not very well. Oh, there we go. Now it's starting to pick up some speed. Very slowly. Okay, very slowly. Now I'm going to press it in all the way and see if it will coast. Okay, oh, it did. Now coasting. Okay, now I let it go, so it should pick up where I let it go at. Okay, so this switch, the second position does work. It actually coasts, so that definitely says that the original switch that I have on the column still is not working right. Although I don't like how this one didn't really want to accelerate. Let me press that again, try accelerate function again. Hmm. It does not like to accelerate much with this other switch. I think what I'm going to do is pull over somewhere when I can and plug the original switch back in to see if the accelerate function works better with the original switch, and then it becomes a choice. Well, what do I want worse? An accelerate function or a coast function? I would say accelerate. We'll see what happens. Back in the car again. This time I've got my original switch plugged back in. So I'm getting up to speed here. I'm going to set it. Okay, it's now set. Now I'm going to check the accelerate function on this switch. Okay. Yeah, it definitely works better. That's interesting. A switch makes all that difference. Now I'm going to try the coast function again. Ah, now it's working. It's healed itself. It's coasting. It appears that perhaps I just had a wire at the plug underneath the dash that just wasn't plugged in all the way. So that's interesting. Here are the 3 items I bought on Facebook. They just came yesterday. I'm really proud of this steering wheel. Look at this thing. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my gosh. I'm so glad I was first in line when this guy advertised these things, because this thing is beautiful. Even the center pad, it's missing the little plastic faux chrome, strip that goes on the outside, but that's okay. The horn buttons are beautiful. The whole steering wheel. It's black, which is not the color of my car's interior, but that's okay. I'll do something with that steering wheel. I mean, black goes with dark green. It won't be that obvious if I just decide to put it on as is. The other thing I got was he sent me the entire speedometer assembly, even though all I really need was the faceplate, because that one's in much nicer condition than the one I have. And same with the fuel gauge. This faceplate's a lot nicer than the one I have in my car right now. So, not things I absolutely needed, of course, but the steering wheel, oh man, I could not pass that up. That's just gorgeous. So, and I still have plans to test that servo out now that I just finished testing the switch out. Next is the servo, but I'm not going to do that today. I may wait till I'm a little further along in my recovery, but I'm actually able to stand on 2 bare feet again. I'm pretty excited about that. Still a lot of swelling. Still have to go through physical therapy, so I'm being very careful, of course. Still got a crutch there to help me out, but I'm getting there. Let's see. So in conclusion, I was able to replace that switch, and now all my windows in the car are working like they're supposed to again. We'll see how long it lasts this time. If I park the car for a couple of weeks, we'll see what breaks in the meantime, just sitting there. And that switch, my original switch now, the one that's already installed in the car, magically started working once I plugged this plug back in. So I must conclude that one of these wires was not making good contact with the plug under the dash. So apparently that's all it needed. So now my cruise control really does work like it's supposed to, with a coast function and an accelerate function. And that's it. Short update. Have a good day. Bye.